They're like installing a new roof on my neighbor's house, so that's something we're gonna hear all day. So in the Bible, there are some weird stories, right? I've talked about some of them before, right? I think I talked about Jonah. I talked about this guy named Salmon in the Bible. Really? That's a weird name. Then there's this book called Revelation. So God comes to this dude named John, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna show you the end of the world. Write it down. And John's like, okay, that's really scary, but who am I to say no to God himself? So John's watching all these weird, confusing, strange, horrifying things, right? Then you get to chapter 10 in Revelation. And it starts off with God showing something to John and then saying, wait. Don't write that one down. That one, oops. Like, okay, was that an accident? Did God just have an accident? Can God have accidents? He literally writes down, like, you know, and he read this book out loud and then said, oh wait, don't write that one down. What, God, excuse me, God, you are God. I shouldn't have to remind you of this. So God, like, God's watching this angel read this book out loud to John, and God's standing there like, yep, Then he gets halfway through and God goes, Crap, wait a second, don't write that one down. I did that on purpose. Totally meant for you to hear that, but no one else. That was on purpose. Ha ha! John's standing there feeling all privileged, like, yeah, God showed me something that no one else can know. But no, he's just an accident. John's a liability. God's like, they're planning, you know, how am I gonna kill John now? Big fish? Nah, I've done that one before. Give him a stupid name so he dies of embarrassment? Nah, I've done that one before. But then, you know, like, he's God, and he just has John, you know, not say it, because he's God. God can do anything. So that's how the chapter starts off, right? Then you have God say to John, hey, there's this one scroll thing, go get it. That angel over there has it. So John goes up to this angel, and he's like, hey, can I have this scroll? The angel says to John, yeah, here's the scroll. I want you to eat it. Eat this thing that is not at all food. But fair warning, it's gonna taste really, really good, but then once it's in your stomach, you're gonna get really sick. And then he actually eats it. The angel literally says, eat this scroll. It's gonna taste good, then you're gonna get sick. And then he eats it. What? But like, why? And that's the whole chapter. What's the point? What's the point of eating a scroll? God's like, hey, go get that scroll. And the angel's like, here, eat this scroll. Why? Why? What relevance does this have to anything? And I get there's like lots of coded cryptic things in that book. It's apocalyptic literature. Of course there's coded things. But what could that possibly mean? What's that a metaphor for? And that's one of the more boring chapters in Revelation too. If that's one of the boring ones, what are the other ones? So, to John, the dude who wrote down this book, I applaud you. You have officially written the weirdest book in the Bible. And the award for weirdest book in the Bible goes to John! Come on up here, John! Thank you. I'm honored. This was all God. He just showed me weird stuff. I'd like to thank Jesus first and foremost, because you know, he's Jesus. Second off, I would like to thank that angel that told me to eat that scroll, because that was really weird, and I guess that was what made this book so epic, according to some dude that's, you know, gonna make a YouTube video about this 2,000 years in the future. What's a YouTube? That is a great question. That's one of the weird things that God showed me in this vision that he told me not to tell anyone about. I'd like to thank the Academy. I don't know what Academy this is, who's handing out this award even, I don't know. Why is it shaped like a pineapple? This is weird, I'm gonna go. Thanks, peace out. And if any parts of this video sound sacrilegious, like I'm saying things about God that aren't true, they're jokes. Don't hate me. I think God has a sense of humor. He can laugh about this sort of thing, because if God didn't have a sense of humor, why did he make pigeons? I mean, look at a dang pigeon. You know, the neck and the feet are connected and it just walks like... what is that? That's the sort of thing that, you know, when I get to heaven, first thing I'm gonna ask God is like, okay, what was your thinking behind pigeons? That was one of I'm proud of that one. That one was, you see, we had a little competition up here in heaven, all the angels that came up with, you know, all their best ideas for animals, and, you know, I said I was gonna pick the best one, you know, put down on earth. Little did they know, I was talking about the best as in it's so bad it's good sort of thing, and that was the winner. We had pigeons. Aha, I see. It's me, Mario. Hey you, Jesus loves you, don't do drugs and don't die. Subscribe, watch my other videos if you want. I don't know, man. Like the video, comment, please.